What's happening, Zomboid family? We are back here for a short morning broadcast, broadcasting to you live from a state in the United States. We are. I thought about doing this just off stream, but I kind of wanted you guys with for a little bit of this and to just have it on video and hopefully maybe either just share it with someone or maybe get some feedback on it, or if someone else wanted some help with some of this kind of stuff because they just changed this. So what we're doing is we're going to solo custom sandbox. Most of this is already set. I want to go to Echo Creek. I usually hit random seed once just for shirts and squiggles. And let me show you what I changed first. So we're on the Berries Apocalypse Farm settings. Idea with this being that I want to be able to farm, to have a chance at that. One other thing I was just thinking that I noticed there aren't a lot of vehicles, recent survivor vehicles low. Oh, I see survivor vehicles. So we'll keep that low. I mostly want to stay pretty true to reality and what Indie Stone intended, which in general kind of is kind of one and the same. Vehicle spawn rate is anything. I think this is fine. I don't want to change this. I didn't see very many vehicles on my first run through this, but it's also a single player server, so I'm not so worried about it. If this was some kind of multiplayer thing, I'd probably drop more cars in, but for the time being, we got to make our guy hurt a little bit. I do want it to reflect reality, though, and I went from the gas station to my farm, and I think I saw one, maybe two viable cars. I don't even know. There was a black Horizon at the gas station, but I really had no shot of trying to get in that thing, find a key, get it started, get it out of there. It wasn't worth the effort. I mean, I was close enough in walking distance that I didn't need a car. Anyway, what I wanted to show you here, sorry, so I have this, I changed before. I have this on slow now, and this on fast because my guy was just dying. He was just dying. I also had previously changed this back to zero point 0.7, which is default. And I think that helped. I think these changes helped with those. The problem I was having was the sleep functionality. And unfortunately, the only, oh, it was in here somewhere. There was something you could change on sleep. Now I'm going to forget it. Um, there was sleeping events. Here it was. Sleeping event I have set to sometimes, and I don't think that's what was happening. Let me show you what was happening. So I actually had, let me make sure I did that right. Yeah, very, what I had, so I didn't really change anything back there. What I actually think I had to change was the Restless Sleeper trait that I had tagged onto him and kind of forgotten about it. Because I said, oh, well, I mean, it jived with my points, it jived with some things, but the simple fact he simply wasn't sleeping more than 3 or 4 hours. He would wake up, he was still tired and wouldn't sleep, and then I would have trouble finding a way to get him to go back to sleep. And A, that doesn't really jive with my reality. That's not how I sleep. And B, it just really messed. I think what was happening, it was messing everything up with. He was so tired that he was then not able to fight, and then it just was a snowball effect kind of thing. Like, oh, you can't sleep, so now you can't fight, so now you can't kill zombies, so now zombies are chasing you, so now you're more tired and you can't get away to find a place to rest. Even now, forget sleeping. You can't even sit down and rest now. So what we did was we dropped that. I dropped Restless Sleeper. I picked up Fear of Blood and Reluctant Fighter, which is something I'm very used to rolling with. This is actually my traditional setup without Outdoorsy. So this is actually going to be. Oh, I also had Slow Reader, so I was able to drop Slow Reader as well. Add Outdoorsy, so I'll be a faster reader now. I will be better able to deal with temperature conditions, weather conditions, getting wet, all that kind of stuff. I will have to wash my clothing, but I'm used to that too. That's kind of my play style. Typically, I'll kind of wear my clothes until they're worn out, and then I throw them in the washing machine, wash them up. I got a whole cycle that I do there, and that's to me that jives with reality a lot more than hey, I can't sleep more than 3 or 4 hours, and now I can't fight. Like this, reluctant fighter is fine because there's so many zombies out here to fight. I killed 50 or 60 on my first day, so I think I'm going to be fine here long term. My view here is long term. I know my dude is weak early on because of his traits. He's pretty weak. He's got 6 fitness, 5 strength though, so he shouldn't be like it's not like my guy should be incapable of now 50 zombies in a day. Should he have muscle strain? Absolutely, and he will. I put it back to default, so I think it'll be fine. He was still getting muscle strain, so I'm not worried about. And we're gonna save this. So this is what we're rolling with. I just at least wanted to bring you guys with for the first part of this, and have the video and have you guys here able to watch it, have me able to watch it and see what I'm doing. I'm trying to perfect this into a. It's really what I'm going for. Is a long, deep farming run with reality in mind. Like, what would you probably find? What is this guy's situation? So let's say he was driving that Black Horizon, he got stuck at the gas station, and next thing you know, everyone turns into zombies. I guess that's kind of what we're going with here, right? Like, why is he at the gas station and he's not a zombie, but everyone around him is? Well, I guess they all turned at kind of the same time, but apparently he didn't. So that's our base story, guys. I'm not trying to like role play. I'm not trying to do some deep nerdy role play kind of thing here, but like also it's got to fit with a story. It's got to fit with some reality out there for me. Like I can't just play with like whatever. I mean I can, but when I do stuff like this, like I got to know what's going on here, man. Like okay, so Barry has, let's say he was just driving, stopped to get gas. Maybe he went in the bathroom and was like washing up, taking a big poop. Maybe he was in there a while. You know, maybe people, maybe someone even well, whatever. We don't need to do that. He was kind of predisposed for a minute, and when he comes out, I'm assuming they'll probably drop me at the gas station again. They keep doing that. So, but when he comes out, boom, everyone's a zombie. What the hell happened, dude? What is going on? That's his situation right now. Like I just saw Jerry over there behind the cash register when I went to the bathroom. I heard some weird noises, and now I come out, and Jerry's a zombie. There's zombies everywhere, and I don't know what's going on. Honestly, this dude wouldn't know what the hell is going on. He would be so freaked out, and my God, why are you a zombie? Why is everyone a zombie? Why am I running for my life through the streets of Echo Creek from zombies? So that's where we're at. We're gonna just This is going to be a shorter stream. I got about probably 2 hours max I could stream here. Um, we're going to try to get out to my house in that time and get it again. I did a playthrough already doing this, and I got there, but my guy was just, again, kind of tore up. He wasn't able to sleep. I finally got to the bed, but he slept in the bed with a pillow and he slept for 4 hours, and then I couldn't get him to go back to sleep. So I'm kind of done dealing with the restless sleeper thing. We're gonna go back to what I usually do, and we'll try to deal with the sleep. I didn't turn sleep off. I considered just turning the sleep function off, which I'm pretty sure you can do. We're gonna roll with it because that does jive with reality. People need to sleep. You're gonna need to find a place to sleep each night. And I have 2 hour days, so it's a little bit longer. So it's not like I'm gonna have to be, you know, sleeping every 10 minutes. That's not what I want. I don't want to have to like have a noon nap with this guy. Like I sometimes will do that in real life, and that was kind of my thought. I was like, I said, well, Einstein used to nap like twice a day. There's a lot of famous, really, really smart people who used to nap like once or twice a day, and then they'd have like they'd maybe sleep for 4 or 5 hours or even longer at night, but then they'd take a couple naps during the day. And honestly, that's sometimes how I roll, but not like this guy where he can't sleep more than 3 or 4 hours. Like, no, I'm a pretty, like, actually, I'm a pretty rock solid sleeper. I even thought about turning off the night terror thing. We'll keep it on for now. If this still becomes a problem where I just can't get a playthrough going, I'll turn off the night terrors and try it again. I think we're fine with it. I think it was the Restless Sleeper that was causing the problem. Anyway, here we go. We're gonna jump in and run for the farm again. Same kind of style. Look for a weapon. I want to get water in the gas station if I can. Let's go. Okay, water and a weapon. Biggest things I need right now. If I could find a backpack, that'd be great, but this is not how I died. This is how I lived. Indie Stone, this is how we lived. This is how Barry lived. And then subsequently died. So water, weapon, cow's milk is good. Where's my water? I have ginger ale. Should be water down here. Shit. I'm fucking up already. I'm fucking up already. Where's my water? I got a granola bar. I need that water. Where to go? Here it is. Here it is. So there's usually some water in here. This is actually potentially good. Can I get a weapon? There's no. There's probably weapons in there, but I gotta get out of here. We're gonna run this way this time. We're going that way. We're gonna dip. We're gonna dipsy doodle. I got sprint back, boys. We can sprint. There could be a weapon in here. Let me just try to. I really could use a long blunt. Anything like a crowbar or a baseball bat would go so far right now. Nothing. Nothing. Claw hammer. Claw hammer. That actually goes a little ways. I don't see anything else except Santa suits and shit. There was probably a weapon right there. I'm gonna try this again. Here's what we're gonna do. I want to search that shelf real quick because I think, if anywhere, iron piece, steel bar, steel bar. Thank you. Shoot. Okay, we're good. We're good. Steel bar is great. Steel bar is so good right now. Thank you. Okay. That is so much better than a tree branch, guys. That's going to go a long way right there. So I have water and a steel bar. And screw that guy. Let's see if there's anything in here. I got nothing in there. Now, if I could get into a vehicle is also a weapon, especially early game like this. I will run an MF over. Now I gotta watch. I always gotta watch this stuff here because this is what kills you guys, your moodles. This is typically what's gonna kill you, unless you just get straight up dragged down and eaten by a horde of zombies. This is, I mean, this is often what causes that to happen. And look at what we can do now, guys. We can do this again. That was not a thing 3 days ago. Pretty sure they can jump it too. Someone told me that the zombies can't jump. Oh, no, they can jump it. Someone told me that the zombies couldn't jump over. That is not true, as you just saw right there. Um, in fact, I think when I was told that, even we couldn't jump over them. The zombies could not, and we could not. Now they changed it so we can, and the zombies can. These are the Jersey barriers they were talking about in the update. Those are the Jersey barriers right there. And we can now jump over those, and they have them at the Speedway. Irvington Speedway has a ton of those. So that's going to completely change how Irvington Speedway is handled because you can now jump over Jersey barriers. And that's what they mean right there, those concrete barriers on the roads. So that alarm's going off, and they're having a little party that I don't, but that's good for me because they are not paying attention to what I'm doing right now. Now, I don't think, now, normally, see, I thought about turning on vehicles because look, what did we see? One passenger van, there's a station wagon there, but there's a taxi. Okay, this is a different drop. There are actually two cars up there now, and I can use those. Oh, oh, I like that van. Most of this is pretty much default settings. I did do just some I'm trying to do just minor adjustments on default to keep it true. I'm out of breath. I wanted to keep it true to reality, A, I would say, and B, true to what Indie Stone intended as. In general, they're trying to kind of base it on some kind of reality too. It's not, and that's what I've always liked about this game is it's not meant to be like a sci-fi crazy aliens, and not that aliens aren't real, guys. Aliens are real, but this game is not meant to be like a like Fallout in that it's a deep sci-fi universe. Do you know what I mean? Like Fallout has like super mutants, and you could see maybe, but honestly, Fallout really stretches the bounds of reality. They're pretty deep into a sci-fi world. I feel like this is very much, and I love Fallout. I love playing it, but I also love this game for its simulation reality vibe. To me, these are very different vibes. It's a similar apocalyptic world, but this typically they don't deal with like radiation and mutants. And there are in Fallout you have ghouls in which are basically zombies. So it is the Fallout is a little bit of a zombie looter shooter. Oh, I hear cattle, guys. That's a welcoming sound. If I can get to this bridge and I hear cows, Mama, I know I'm home. No. Uh, let's see if we can. Oh, look at that. We got a little black cow. That's all right. So the zombies will chase the animals on this one too, which part of me doesn't like it, but it feels like reality. There's another. Oh wow, look what we got, guys. So this is not my farm place, but there's a Holstein bull and a Holstein cow right there. I believe we also have two. Oh, and a calf. Do you see the calf? Look at that. We got a little calf up there. It must have just been born. So I'm liking this. Now, what we need to really test here is how this sleep functionality plays with my character's physical inability. My early game physical ability, and he's really not that bad, which is what I'm trying to like. Man, he's got 6 fitness, 5 strength right out of the gate. I've already got 20 fitness points somehow and 57 strength points. Now, how did I get 57 strength points? Literally just walking out here and like picking up a steel bar. It's literally all I've done, but I've gained 57 strength points and only 20 fitness. Now, that should be reversed, in my opinion. Why, like, I've been walking with a steel bar. That's fitness. That's not, I'm not like lifting weights. I'm walking with and carrying a steel bar. So, anyway, just a little, like, I'm still trying to get those settings to where I like them. And I've been saying this for like 6 months now. I think strength levels up a little too fast, and fitness is probably about right, but strength is going too fast, or vice versa, where you need to speed up the fitness gain. Anyway, little nitpicky thing there. What we're doing is just rolling in real slow here, trying to sneak. See, I'm only level one. That's the only weapon skill I get is my level one long blunt. So I think it's kind of another thing I decided is I was trying to push it too much with the tree branches. That's part of what I was just doing stupidly. And I recognize that, but like still he should have generally I can kind of roll like that. Like, hey, give me 4 or 5 tree branches and I can probably get through it. Should I carry? You know what? Let's look for speaking of which, before we go in here, let's find a backup tree branch. There's one right here. You can generally see those pretty well. Like if you zoom out here and you just scan, you can forage for those too, but it's going to take you so much longer. What I do, like I can see a tree branch right here. I can see a tree branch right here. You can just go pick those up. You don't have to forage for that. I see them right there. There's 2 of them. And I'm going to remember that if I need another one, two tree branches for weapons. Now, that looks like a log. You can also find there's another log down here. So those are logs, and I can tell, can you see the difference? Even zoomed out like this, you can see the difference. That's a log, that's a tree branch. Now there's also a large branch. Oh shit. So I hear him thumping now, and I hear a car alarm. That probably means there's a car over here that they've messed with. It sounds like it's coming over here. I do not like them breaking these windows. We got to get in here. We got to get in here. And what I try to do is pull them. They already broke some windows. So, yep, there's that Black Horizon. So they put the Black Horizon, or they put a Black Horizon out here. Jeez, those guys. All right. I want to get them away from the house, too, so they don't break all these windows. And the only way I'm going to be able to do that, at least save some of these windows here, is with this. Now, I just saw a guy with a backpack. On multiplayer, people will hate you for screaming like this. There's another car. You know what? Guys, I hate to use the vehicle tricks, but we've got 2 vehicles here, and I'm going to use them if I have to as a weapon. This is a lot. First thing I'm going to do, those windows are already gone. I'm just trying to get a big group away from the house. This is usually the first thing I do. Like, this is just way too many. Like, he's pretty good with the steel bar, but you can see that ain't going to get me anywhere with this. So, like, that guy didn't even die. He's getting back up. I hit him 3 times. So, I got to keep my eye on this stuff at this point. He's already, even with Outdoorsy, I'm already unpleasantly hot. So, I'm going to take this tank top off. I'm going to unequip the tank top. is he's already unpleasantly hot. The tank top is very good insulation, actually, very high insulation. So I might even take this lumberjack shirt off too because that is also high insulation. So we're going to unequip that. That should take care of my unpleasantly hot. Now, I want to get these guys going away from the house far enough. Yeah, so he's not hot. He's just terrified, tense, and moist. Now, I can't do nothing about the moist right now, except maybe drink this. And it might kind of cool him off a bit more. And then I can drop this pop can. Yeah, okay, so he's just terrified and tense right now, which is actually really good for my dude. So we're chill. We're super chill right now. I just want to get these guys out around here ish. I'm gonna do one more shout, right there. Three more. We're gonna do three more shouts right there and get them coming not too close to the road, but like just down in here. We'll deal with them later, but for now, I need to get to the house. I need to get a source of water. Luckily, the creek is you can see the creek's right back here, so I can dip back there, get some water out of the creek if I need to. Foraging is actually really good all around here. You can see this spot is real good for foraging. You do have some trees, so there's another tree branch there. That might be the one I saw earlier. So, goal, you want to do this quickly because there's zombies on my property right now tearing shit up. So, I want to get back here. Try to protect the windows on the house is really number one. So, we're gonna try to smooth it. We're gonna put on our JB smooth hat right here. I see it one good window there. And I'm gonna try to kill those guys as fast as I can. Steel bar goes so far here, guys. And now, yeah, I'm realizing I was messing up. Trying to do this with tree branches is not gonna happen. I want to get these guys off my house. First thing, they're already inside, so it's not good. All right. Now he's getting tired. I want to give a shout again. Try to kill some of them before I get too tired and here, I'm going to lead another group out into this field here, and try to grab. God dang! All right, we're okay. We're okay. He's got to rest soon, so I can't push this too much. This feels about right now. I think I like these settings. He's not getting so overwhelmed with anything right now that I can't deal with it. I'm gonna give, I want to get him out here, I think, because I want to use that pass to get back to this other house. So I'm trying not to run too much. Let's get him back here. I use this a lot in single player. In multiplayer, it's going to annoy people because you have a chat box. And that's one big thing I would recommend for multiplayer improvement is take that out of the chat box, please, like by default. People don't need to be seeing you shouting in the chat box on multiplayer. They always get upset if you do it more than about three times. And I'll tell you, sometimes I just spam that shit, dude. That's part, like that's my shout. That's the only method of making loud noises I have right now is my shout. So don't tie my shout, please, to this chat box in multiplayer because I don't know. Well, really, it hasn't happened very many times. I just stopped doing it in multiplayer because I did it maybe. Well, I've done it before. We'll just say that. And typically, yeah, you do that more than about 3 times. I'll do it like once or twice. That's never an issue. Usually, if you do it once or twice in a multiplayer server, it shows up over here in red. Is the problem? You guys know what I'm saying if you've played multiplayer. If you shout, it shows up here in red and it says "Hey." And so once or twice is not a big deal. You start shouting like 3, 4, 5 times in a row on a multiplayer server, and all of a sudden the whole chat box is you shouting. And typically people will sort of be like, if it's just once or twice, people might even be like, "Oh, hey, you all right, man? Uh, like you need a hand or whatever." Um, if you start doing it 3, 4, 5 times, they're gonna be like, "Hey, do you need a hand? Hey, let me give you a hand. Hey," and very, very quickly that's gonna turn into "shut the fuck up." STFU. So we're gonna try to kill these guys as much as we can. I hate running. That's one thing you can't. If you're getting into situations where you're just running for your life constantly, and you're out of breath, and you can't swing your weapon, and you can't kill them, it's just such a losing battle that like what's his name said. At some point, you're pissing in the wind. You're doing more. It's taking more physical effort for your character to like run and fight, like just with every step and with every swing of the bat, you're hurting yourself. It's like, come on, man. That's like at a point, yes. At a point, yes. If my guy was like completely disabled, maybe with like a fractured leg, sure. But come on, man, my guy should be about average right now. That's kind of what I was going for. Like overall, my guy's about like your average human. He's not like some physical specimen, clearly, here. Even with the steel bar, I'm having a hard time taking these guys down. All right, all right. This is more like it, though. I can eventually get him, and I know he's tired, so he needs to rest. So, all right. Sit, sit, sit. All right. So that was fine, though. That's about where it should be and where I like it. Like, he's out of breath now. He's probably got some muscle strain. Sure. I can jive with all that. But he's not so incapacitated that I'm absolutely screwed. See what I'm saying? Like, this is manageable. This is manageable. I'm still running for my life here, but it's manageable. And it was really just a couple tweaks for me. It's got to be hard for Indie Stone because players play in so many different kinds of ways. There's one thing about this game. Well, I think the first divider is, are you playing single player or multiplayer? Each player can do both. I've traditionally been 90% multiplayer. I have dabbled a little bit in single player, mostly just to kind of learn settings. Typically, I haven't been able to either. Well, typically, I haven't dove so deeply into the sandbox settings. I've dabbled with them a little bit, but honestly, I'll tell you, some of you people probably feel this right now. It's a little, it's a lot when you're designing a character and deep server and going into all the sandbox settings, and I didn't even click on advanced mode. When you get to the end, it's like, oh, do you want advanced mode? And I'm like, uh, I just spent like an hour and a half in regular mode. So maybe later. Thanks for the offer, but right now, hmm, you know what? I'm gonna let those bros chill back there. Those bros and sisses. I don't like bro and sis. Sista? Bros and sisters. I like sister. We'll go with we'll let the bros and sisters chill. We're not gonna let these bros and sisters chill. We're gonna f some we're gonna f some stuff up here. I don't want to shout too much first thing because yeah, he's inside already. I don't want to stir them all up inside the house. Come on, you gotta give me some of it is I have the zombie strength on random, so we're getting some real strong zombies. Some are weak, some are strong. Okay, this is a lot. I do want to clear this house as well. I didn't want the windows broken, guys. No shot am I going to get that door open right now. So let's just, damn it. Let's get these guys out here so I can potentially come to this house later, and then we'll run back. Hey guys, this way. What am I gonna do here? I'm gonna. It's too much risk of getting scratched running through there. I've been noticing that. Shoot, but I kind of here. We'll go real slow through here, and I think I can lose this group. They should be slowed down by this as well. I think, but I don't. You know what? I gotta dip this way. They're pretty loud for me right now, so they're right on me. I gotta get a little more distance. And okay, now he's tired, so I'm gonna stand up. Sneaking takes what I've yeah, see, so when you're sneaking, it takes a little more of your energy because he's crouching down. Sneak or crouch, same thing. So I stood up and now I don't want to get scratched on these on this server. I do have some pretty extreme settings here. We're rolling with blood and saliva. Pretty much everything's basically default, but the biggest thing I changed was the fatigue loss. I turned to slow, and then the other one, I forget what it's called, but right next to it, I changed that to fast because he was just getting tired too quickly, way too quickly. I couldn't escape zombies and attack zombies. It was just way too much. Starting at a 6 fitness and 5 strength, he was just overwhelmed by all these zombies. And that's not how I want it to be. I don't want to be just completely battling for my life just to stay standing the entire time. So this is hard enough. I think I lost them, but damn, what's my well, we're just gonna have to battle through this. I want to get back to the house as quickly as I can. This is slow going through this. What is this, corn or wheat? This has got to be corn, right? It's planted in different ways, I've noticed. This is kind of like I guess, a rough cornfield, maybe. My guy, you're doing it. We're getting there, guys. This is gonna, you know what? I'm getting my forage while I do this. Might as well. See what we find out here foraging. See how quickly these things are leveling up. I'm trying to keep my eye on this too, so I don't want things leveling up too quickly on me. So far we've gotten about 600 strength points somehow. and 200 fitness points. Now, to me, that's backwards still, but whatever. Like, how did I get so many strength points immediately? To me, strength should be hard to level up. Fitness should be much easier. You go running around, you go jogging, walking. You. It's not that hard to level up your strength or your fitness. I mean, the strength, like you got to do to level up strength, man. You got to go do barbells, dumbbells, weightlifting. That's how people level up strength, not by running around the countryside. So what are you talking about here? For real, bro. I'm not trying to be like that. But I don't understand it. If someone, I'm trying to adjust the settings there, but I don't think, is there a way to just reverse those? I don't like how I have 600. Look, I even got like 10 strength points just now. Why? Why? Because I'm carrying something, I guess. I'm over encumbered. So I don't know. Is that maybe a way to balance out being over encumbered? Because most players carry too much? I don't know. But it's like giving you a reward for carrying too much. It should be the other way around, honestly. If I'm carrying too much, if I'm weighing myself down, I should be like injuring myself long term. Like, you know what I mean? There should almost be like a, I don't even know. There should be something like a dislocated disc. Okay, you know what, guys? We're doing a short stream here. Give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second to think about this. He does recover pretty quickly. I'll give him that now. I could we could still change some of these settings. I don't want to go too easy on myself. Okay, where are we at? Still pretty early here. Okay, I hear him on the window already, so I'm trying to think of the strategy here, but okay, that's locked. We're gonna try to get him outside, and okay, that's open. That's good. I don't want him to break the door. What I can do is try to run through and open that door so they don't break it. This is a really risky move, but I got to do it. I got to do it because I don't want the door broken. Okay, we're fine there. Now I want him outside. So get out here. I want these guys to stay outside and not break all these windows down. Windows are important early game, especially because they keep the sound down. Each window, if it's broken, is not going to keep any. The zombies are going to be able to hear you right through that opening. If the window is still intact, they can't hear you at least. So I like to preserve them. Now I can go. This is just me on this server, or it's not even a multiplayer server. So it's just me playing this. So later on, I can go grab all the windows off the church up the street, assuming they're not broken, and I can swap those in and have new windows. But I still want to preserve as many as possible. All right, so we're gonna try and do the little dipsy do deposit here. He's doing much better now. I feel real confident with his movement on my controller. So he's out of breath now. That feels about right. These guys are still hearing me, coming after me. So give them a little shout out. Now, shoot. I gotta get these guys further away so I can dip back through. getting tired again, so I'm running a lot, and that's fine. That jives. I gotta get these guys coming up this way. There's an identical twin zombies there. That almost looked like some of these almost looked like one of my old characters, and I actually did see that earlier. So we're gonna do a long loop here, trying to kind of trying to lose these guys basically. I'm gonna sneak now. Okay, my hope is well, no rest, no rest yet. He's doing okay. He's hanging in there. This I would expect he yeah, I was just gonna say, so that's about right to me. I was just gonna say, in reality, I would expect him to be getting pretty tired right about now. I was gonna sit and rest. Okay, so that I like. That's right on about where it feels right. We're like, yeah, he just ran and sneaked and dipped and dived quite a bit. So he should be tired now. He should be alarmed. He should be a little unpleasantly hot. All I'm wearing is a long sleeve shirt, so he should cool off relatively quickly. What I want to do is get back somewhere where I can rest. Sit on the ground. Now, I don't have a digital watch yet, but that actually he recovered really quickly. I mean, it should take you what? At least a few minutes to recover from something like that. I'd say at least a few minutes, but hey, generally you sit down for like 10 minutes after some brief exertion like that. Like, give me 10, 15 minutes, man, and I'm fine. Like, that was probably a little bit fast recovery. Let me say that. That was relatively fast on the recovery there. But what I found earlier was he was recovering so slowly I couldn't get back in the game, guys. So you know what I want to do right now? I'm going to open any window that they haven't broken yet because this does prevent them. I wish more of these were. Oh shit! That was a little too close. This will prevent them from breaking these windows. So let's dip in here. Overall, this is feeling about right. I just want to try to open these so they're not breaking all my damn windows. I also have a sheet here. Oop, no, no, no. Open window. Come on. So let's put a sheet on this one then. Close curtains. Oh, there's two more sheets in here. This is one of the first things I do. Look for sheets. Try to get your windows in order so that you have a safe place so that they're not breaking your damn windows, ideally. I probably shouldn't have shouted there, but we're trying to clear this whole property. They already broke all those windows, so come on, man. I'm not a real big fan of fighting zombies inside any building if I don't have to. Would you come out here? Come on, get out here. I knew you were. There you go. Lady, will you? Oh, come on. Got her. Digital watch. Thank you. So now we know what time it is. It's 2:20 p.m. On July 9th. So television is again, we did start over here and reset settings. So uh, first priority though is still windows and doors. You can see he's starting to get tired now, which is about right. Feels about right to me. Okay, and I'm able to kill the zombies. To me, that stuff feels about right. That's about the feel that I like. And good, they didn't get this one. Shit, shit, shit. Don't break that window. That's an important window. I use that little bathroom a lot for storage, clothing, laundry. That's my laundry room. Don't mess, do not mess with my laundry. This is actually one of the first. I love this property because I'm able to get rain barrels in a really good place right away. I can I can show you that guys some of that later or soon here. Where is that one? I hear one, but he needs to rest. I hear him walking toward me. There they are, two of them. Let's try to split them. This is more what you got to do on without the multi-hit on. You got to split these guys up sometimes. When you get those big balls of zombies, it's real easy on when you've got multi-hit on. When you don't have multi-hit, you gotta split them up. Come on. I need to be able to kill. Okay, that goes a long way. Okay, and that feels just right. Like that's about where I'd say he should be leveling up, man. Like what and that's perfect. If I'm like, hey man, this is about where you should be getting better at this. Damn it. That's about where that weapon should be breaking. Yep, that feels right to me. That feels right, Doug. So I do have a tree branch. Like that steel bar went a long ways. I don't know how many zombies I killed with it, but so I do have a tree branch and a claw hammer. One thing I can do is move this claw hammer to my belt. I can drink this cola, get some weight off. I want to drop that steel bar. Oh, it's a steel bar half, which can actually, hold on. I can equip that as a weapon. The tree branch is on my back. So now I've got a short blunt with the steel bar half. So we're doing okay. We're doing okay. They broke a ton of windows, most of them. There were a few good windows preserved though. That bathroom window. Oh, oh, sorry. That's my laundry room, and it's like right at the entrance. So I use it for just storage and if I need like an emergency place to chill. Eventually, I'll show you what the plan is here. What I do, yeah, this is gonna be fun now, guys. This is gonna be fun. It's been fun so far, but a little bit frustrating trying to get these settings right. All of this is feeling really good right now, though. I think I've got the settings like down to it, just about down to a T. Like he's tired, he's doing short blunt. This is, come on. Like I kind of wish he was more capable at hand-to-hand combat, but whatever. That's just Zomboid 42, or Zomboid in general. But so he recovers pretty quickly. I'm okay with that for now. I could almost dial that back to default. Let's time it here. So 320, I'd say within 10 minutes he should be fine. He should be good to go. You know, like maybe he's got a little muscle strain still. He doesn't even have muscle strains, so I think this feels about right. If he's fully recovered by like, yeah, he's fine. I could even set that part back to default, where it's the recovery of the fatigue. Because I feel like it should take you maybe 10 minutes to recover from that. And then you're good to go. And you might have a little muscle strain remaining, but fitness wise, you should be fine. After, 10, 15 minutes of sitting there resting, unless you have some chronic ailment, you should be all right. Anyway, we're very close on getting the perfect settings. I want to keep this closed for now. They broke a lot of my windows already, but the doors are intact. I got that window open and I couldn't open that window. So this I need to plank as soon as possible. Are they upstairs? Okay, I don't think they got upstairs. Let me close these. Shit. All right, I hear him scratching at something. Oh, he's in here. There is one in here. So I don't like fighting in closed spaces like this. The combat is just not tight and good enough to do that. So we'll, what I'm going to do is just open the door, kind of running out, and try to fight him at least downstairs or outside. Please don't break any windows. Come on, man. There you go. That should be the last one in the house. Pretty sure there's no basement. I've never seen a basement on this house. It is possible they could drop one in. So at this point, the house should be clear. So I'm now going to close those doors. Yeah, I always expect to see a basement over here. They could drop one in right there, but I've never actually seen one there. Television, I'm going to turn on right now because you can often get this even when you're standing outside. Um, you can still get the benefit of this TV if you can hear it. Oh, y'all are watching Woodcraft at 4 p.m. I am extra. Okay, I have 0 carpentry points right now. Let's see what we get. Now I have this set to level. I can't go beyond level 4 from these tapes and TV. Default is default is level 3. So you can see I watch one TV show and I've got carpentry level 1. I don't want this to hit 2 right here, honestly, simply because that feels too fast. Let's see what happens. It can go past level 4 on me. But in theory, I would watch 2 TV shows and I would be a level 4 carpenter. Or, well, no, if it's going that fast. Let's see what I get at the end here. Car engine growling. Oh, this is an advertisement. So it looks like I got to level 1.5. Yep, and I have it set to 2x. So you know what? That feels about right to me. It's level 1. The thing is, it's just level 1. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, I watched a TV show and I learned something. I'm now a level 1 carpenter. Okay. As opposed to a level 0 carpenter who knows absolutely nothing. You would think, hey, I watch one episode of a carpentry show. All right, I can see me being level 1 carpenter now. I mean, to me, level 1 is still like, basically dirt shit. You know what a hammer and nails are, and you could hammer and nail something. We didn't teach you how to hammer and nail like a window necessarily and barricade it, even though he can. Anyway, it's not a perfect system, but that's kind of how I see that. So I just leave that TV on. I like to close these as quickly as possible so they can't see in. Um, yeah, this all feels real good for me though. We could just close these two. I have been told they can't actually see you on the second floor, but for me, it just feels more secure. I feel like that's either wrong or I think they can at least hear you on the second floor. I know hearing can go up and down 3 levels. So I don't know for sure. Do the curtains actually reduce sound? Would be my other question. I'm just gonna double check all these bodies for loot. So we could really use pretty much everything right now. I hear one. So bonus on this little reset here is we have 2 cars out here this time. I want to try to kill these 3. This guy looks like he has a knife, and that could be a real good weapon for me right now. All I have is this short, blunt, half steel bar and a tree branch. Wouldn't mind. I kind of like working on other weapon skills early because I feel like if you can get multiple weapon skills to level 1, you're pretty viable as in the early game, especially. That could be real important. This guy has some kind of knife in him too. This all feels pretty good. Now he's getting hungry. You know, that's about right. It's the oh shit. It's what? Evening of the first day, so he should be getting hungry. I like this, guys. I think we're getting these settings about right. And again, this is on 2-hour days, so that influences how some of that plays out too. Default is an hour and a half. Ooh, here's a screwdriver that's very important for me early game. Hoodie would be good if it didn't have holes. So he's now getting hungry, and that feels about right. It's 5 p.m. He should, now I'm going to call this, he should start to get tired soon. I mean, drowsy, or that's where I'd like that to be. And it's possible you need to change this as you, because like I said, I changed this to 2-hour days. So maybe that's part of what I was dealing with there is the days were too long for some of my other little more hardcore settings, if you follow me. I do have an orange. I need to fill my water. This is a 2-liter lime soda, right? Yeah. So that's very heavy. Let's put that away. I wish I had a trash can. I thought I had turned that on, but I just don't see any trash cans here. Um, you know what? For now, we're gonna keep that. I'm gonna drop some stuff. We're having a good playthrough this time. I feel much better about this one. I know I sounded kind of frustrated, and I was in my just because I was trying to get these settings right, and I was having little bit of trouble doing it. I like to put a sheet here because I'm gonna be getting water here a lot, and I do not want them to see me and climb through that window on me. Same thing here. I come here a lot. It's one of the reasons I love this house. I'll show you more about what I'm talking about later, but I haven't been in this house a lot on this stream, but I'm gonna be honest, guys. This is I kind of hate to give up my secrets because people will come take it, but people have known about this house for a long time. I'm definitely not. This definitely isn't like my. I'm not the one introducing the world to this home. Glue is big right now, so is it. Well, pencils are useful. Still just kind of looting things. I do have a screwdriver now, but I don't have the electrical one book. So let me, for now, didn't I just pick up? Hmm. Oh, geez. Let's just put the glue in here. Tree branch, cow's milk, whatever. Empty pop can go in there. He's hungry. I'm gonna eat the fresh food first. I'm gonna go put away this tank top and lumberjack shirt. I'm just gonna throw them upstairs because typically I like to. One thing I'm a little bit. I don't like to say anal retentive, but I'm a little bit picky about. What happened to my? Do I still have the steel bar equipped? I do. Why does it? Hold on. Oh, no, no, no. It's a steel bar quarter now. So this is where I usually keep all my clothes. This is my main bedroom. So I'm just gonna throw these in here. Well, they're still in good shape. They're probably a little dirty. No, they're fine. That's fine. Um, oh, here, look, real quick. Well, since I mentioned it, this is one of the things I love about this house is you can immediately go out this window and bam, you and I now and look at this though. The kitchen, I want to say it's like four, I forget now. I want to say my rain barrel goes right here. I can put another one right here, and this accesses my laundry room, and I get great water coverage with two rain barrels. So you can put like I think it's like right here and then one right here. And bam, I don't need to build stairs. I can pop right out here immediately, and I don't need to worry about having to build stairs. So this, for a lot of reasons, for now, I shouldn't say for now. I've been playing this game a lot, guys, and I have yet, even on build 42, even on recent sort of designs. Oh, I was gonna put, was there food in the freezer? I'm gonna drop these pork chops and the corn. I'm just gonna put all this in the fridge. I don't have a lot of time on the frozen foods. Here, let me continue to secure the property. This window's still not broken. I want to try to save this window if I can. In theory, I could even pop these windows off later on and move them around, get new windows, whatever. I could go all out. For now, I want to preserve the windows I have left. Oh, I got to remember this weapon is trash. Where was it? Steel bar quarter. That is not a weapon. Leather gloves. Those actually go a really long way. You can get scratched doing what I was just doing. Actually, I have no scratches yet. That's good. What's my weapon now? The tree branch. So I'm down to just a tree branch as a weapon again. So I really wanted to get in here and see. There is a large handle, which is long blunt. So that again, I love, especially right now, I kind of need to lean on the long blunt because as you can see, I leveled it up already. And I should, I mean, level two long blunt. A lot of my fighting was long blunt, and I killed what, 28 of them in 11 hours. So you figure, I kind of see it that way. You could go a lot of different ways on that. It's very sort of objective, arbitrary. But what do you say? I don't know. Say you're kind of a new guy to zombie fighting. There's a medium handle, which is we're gonna put that in here. That's a good weapon too, early game. I would say, hey, if I just killed 20 zombies with a steel bar, yeah, I should probably go from level one to level two long blunt, right? Just on the long blunt skill. Like I'm now I know how to use a steel bar to kill zombies. Okay, that's level two, man. That's kind of how I feel. I think that's just about right there. And again, I had actually changed that setting. Knee pads I don't have on yet. I do have animal care one here, which is good. You know what? I'm actually gonna grab. That's actually a pretty good book for me early game. It's open. Oh, they didn't actually break these two. That's good. Got a respirator, another got a magazine there. Okay, we're doing okay. I like this feel. This all feels. Ooh, angle-headed flashlight. I don't have any flashlights, so absolutely. So this feels real good. You can see it's not OP. Like, I like this wooden toolbox here. I'm getting basic stuff. I'm gonna move it though. I'm just gonna move it right here. 'Cause it doesn't really, things haven't really been displaying right when you put them on top of the containers like that. There's another medium handle and a wooden rod. Those are both good weapons early. We've got Agriculture 2, Kentucky Farmer. It's actually a good one for a smoker to have. The make cure from cigarettes. You know what? He's hopeless and at breaking point, so we're gonna read this farm price guide because that's gonna make my dude happy. I see another screwdriver over there, but I think I just picked one on. So this feels about right. It might even be just slightly too easy in one way, but I want to get through the first day and pinpoint exactly what might be a little bit too easy. At this point, I think it might be the fatigue recovery because he recovers pretty fast now. But that was exactly the problem I was having before, is he wasn't recovering quickly enough. So I think I'll probably just keep these settings and roll with it. That's all locked, and I did not see any keys here, unfortunately. Let's go check the other car. Often, if they're on the ground, this is how I look for keys. I look first this way. Well, first I look visually, and I'm not seeing them. But usually, you can see them laying on the ground. But I also kind of walk around with my inventory open because they'll just pop in there if you walk over it. Not seeing the key. You can also, well, check bodies. Often they're on the zombies around you, especially on a fresh spawn or a fresh, not a fresh spawn, but a fresh restart or a fresh wipe. Oh, I was trying to equip this. So I have a large handle now. I'm going to always carry a backup weapon for the moment. So I have the tree branch on my back as an emergency weapon. I call that an emergency weapon because I'm not going to use a tree branch typically unless I have to, unless I have absolutely nothing else. Tree branches are pretty much one of the weaker weapons you can get in the game, but still effective if that's all you got. I hear one, so I'm still trying to clean this whole farm up. Luckily, the zombie spawns in rural areas are set to just high instead of insane. I think there's another one right there. So it's not too bad when you get out here and clear it. The the urban population is set sort of from very high to insane as we approach peak day in about a month. That's kind of my concept with this is you've got a mass infection to start, and then it sort of ramps up for the first 30 days, I think is about what I had it set at. I want to keep all these open for now so they don't break those doors down. I can't open this window, so this is another one I want to protect with sheets and planks as quickly as possible. I'm gonna go fill up my water and drop off this book. I believe all the books are 1 kilogram, which is pretty heavy. I kind of wish the books were more like a half a kilogram, but it is a skill book, I guess. So, meant to be sort of like a textbook. Did I just hear one slip in? Okay, so in my mind, he should be needing to sleep soon. It's 7:20 p.m. and I'll always fast forward when he goes to sleep. So y'all aren't gonna be stuck here watching him sleep for 8 hours in game. Man, did I hear one? Why do I feel like I just heard one inside the house? This is what I hate about not having. Sorry, I'm listening right now because that's the wind, right? This is part of what I think they've done a really good job here of like I'm seriously paranoid that there's a zombie in my house right now, and it's just the wind. I thought I heard footsteps, but they were just my own footsteps. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. So it's 7:40 p.m. I would expect about now he should be starting to get tired. I've got bad smell, miserable, and at breaking point. I want to look through this car. This all feels really good to me. And whenever I get around bodies, he gets the bad smell, so that's about right. One or two bodies shouldn't be a big deal, but a group should be a problem. Like you stand on a pile of 20 bodies, and yeah, that should probably be an issue. You know, these are literally like zombies infected with virus that have just died and now they're decomposing. So, so I can't get in this one either. Let me look real quick for keys. A couple other things you can do here is forage for the key. I thought I saw something else there. I can also forage, which would be a great thing for me to do right now because I both need the food and the skill. So let me forage a little bit while we still have a little bit of daylight. It's going to get dark real soon, and I have the darkness. I want to look at the darkness too. I think actually their default setting is about right for me. I put it on dark at first, and to me it's too dark because I had a moon and it still seemed like pitch black. And I was walking around and I could barely see anything. So it looks like the moon is going down. Or no, is that the sun? Is that the sun or the moon? It might be the sun. Looks like sun is setting is what that's telling me. I'm still okay, so I just leveled up foraging fairly quickly. Foraging has been leveling up really quickly. I don't know. How much foraging have I actually done? Let's see how quickly this is leveling up. I don't like these leveling up too quickly where it's like, dude, I didn't even do anything. Level 1 should be easy, in my opinion. Level 2 should take a little more time. Because, like, to me, level 1 is like, all right, you learned here. You took like 15 minutes, learned the basics of foraging, and you're now a level 1 forager. Like, you went out and did it. You went out and did it, which to me should be better than watching a video on it or whatever. You know what I mean? So, okay. I think we're good right here. I don't really want to see myself hit level 2 right away on this. Because to me, that's like, that's a little bit cheese. Like, I shouldn't be able to get to like level 6 foraging just by watching a video and foraging for 20 minutes. Like, level 6 foraging should take a minute, a couple weeks at least. Okay, there's one over here, so didn't get much abundance there. Oh, crotch shot. Oh, damn it. All right, well, So I don't really, I pretty much hit him in the face with a piece of wood, stomped on his crotch, and then I think I sort of hit him in the forehead, in like the top of the forehead with that last shot, and killed him. Anyway, foraging should be pretty good out here. It is July 9th, so you would think we should be able to. So I'm getting what, six? You know what? That feels about right. 6 experience points. Because that's gonna give me. Now I need to cook those acorns. Let's just check in here. Trying to keep an eye on this early right now so I can dial this in. So that feels about right. He got just a few. Yeah, it's gonna take him. He's not gonna be able to hit level 2 here before bedtime. So let's keep foraging. That feels about right. I wouldn't want him to be like, hey, it's the first end of the first day and he's now level 3 foraging or even level 2 foraging. Like, come on, dude, you forage it a little bit, you got to go sleep on it. I've actually found that in real life. Tell me, shout out, shout out there uh, if anyone else has ever felt this. You go read a book or maybe you do something like say you watch a YouTube video and you go change the brakes on your vehicle, for example, something I've done. And this is a real life experience here. So you do that, and then you're kind of like, okay, that was cool. I kind of did it. Maybe you got to finish it up the next day. And you're like, all right, well, there was some struggles there. I had to go get a part, or I had to go get another tool at AutoZone that I didn't have. I didn't quite finish it up, and I want to double check my work tomorrow. But I think I did a pretty good job on my brakes. Now, this is very important because these are the brakes on your car that you use for work, and you live in a place. You live where you're driving through the Rocky Mountains. So let's just get an ultimate perspective here. So this is important, guys. You're working on your own brakes. Well, hold on now. How did I? Is that too fast? How in the hell did I get level 2 there? It's 850. That's a little too fast for me, guys. Let's keep an eye on this. I shouldn't, like I said, I don't want to be able to hit level 3 foraging on the first day. Like I've barely even done any foraging, so I might have to change that setting. We'll see. How does that ramp up? They mostly just ramp that up by requiring more points, but even at level 3, I only need 300 and I'm already at 32. So to me, my guy shouldn't be approaching level 3 foraging on, we're still on the first day of the drop. It's July 9th. So, oops. So I think that setting and that's something I changed. I think I just set it too high. I actually think 1.5 on the skills might be a sweet spot for me, but I don't know if that's all the skills or just foraging. The thing is, electrical usually levels up really slowly. And maybe it should because it's electrical, right? Like if you think about it, foraging should be one of the easier things to level. Electrical should be one of the harder things to level. My problem with that is, well, it should be hard to learn how to hotwire too, right? Like you don't just go out and try to hotwire 2 cars and like, oh, I got it, or whatever, or like disassemble. You don't just go out and disassemble a dozen digital watches and hey, I can hotwire a car. It's whatever. It's all sort of an estimation of things. And I get it. I couldn't design a game like this. I'm not trying to give them shit. But it's just I'm trying to figure out what the right balance is here. Oh wait, is this? Oh, it is open, but it is just plastic bags. Are they all empty? Yeah, a bunch of empty plastic bags. Um, yeah, I don't normally use plastic bags for anything, but I'm just gonna throw them in here because I don't want them to make a big mess. Pretty much. How are? Oh, sorry, you're getting some background noise. Tell you what, let me take a little break. I gotta shut down my background noise here because I think you're getting Christian radio in your ear. Sorry about that. It's about that time. I don't, I don't normally listen to this station, but I do keep it on here to wake me up to reality. Hold on. I'm gonna take a little break inside here. I will be back in approximately 5 minutes, 10 minutes tops. I'm just gonna rest. This is not gonna be paused. It's running live here, guys. If I die, I die, but I should be pretty safe up here. So I'm just gonna take a quick break, shut down my background noise, and I'll be right back.
Hmm.
And we're back. Okay, yeah, I just wanted to say, I think what we're going to end up doing here, guys, I just want to be straightforward with you with all this. I think what I'm going to end up doing is, and this is kind of what I intended, we're going to come back. I'm going to stream here for a little bit longer, but I can't stream past I got about another half hour. So um, I'm going to come back probably sometime this afternoon or evening, and we're going to do a little bit of a longer run on these settings, but I just wanted to be able to at least jump in here. See, now he's getting drowsy, which is about right. See, I think some of this changes as you adjust the day length. So if you're going with 2 hour days, which is what I chose to go with, and I think I'm going to stick with that. I like the 2 hour days. I like them being a little bit longer so that it feels a little more natural. Otherwise, it's just, you don't get much time to do anything before it gets dark. And especially with sleep turned on, which, I'll tell you what, let's eat a little bit. Let's eat a granola bar. And I'm trying to I want to make sure this feels right to me before I get too deep into a run. The one thing I would say, I could actually dial back and make fatigue recovery back. I could put that back to default because he was actually recovering pretty quickly there. And I think if I balance that with now hopefully being able to sleep, see how he's drowsy, but I still want to test the sleep. There's still so many things I haven't tested really, like animals, cars, all that stuff. But for the most part, I think we're fine on our basic settings. And I think I'm going to try to change just a couple things and do a fresh run later today. I'm trying to do the same thing here at the same property each time, but I just want to make sure at least like these are the basic game settings. So at a minimum, I got to get these right. If it turns out animals are screwed up later or vehicles or something, we'll deal with that as the time comes. But why don't I put him to bed? Because it's almost midnight and he's pretty solid, as solid as he typically is. I could maybe have him read a book or something. Let's read this illegal, unbowed. Let's read this. And then go to bed in our bloody clothes. I could wash him too, because I've got fear of blood now. So that's probably what's putting him at his breaking point. So let me go wash up and then go to bed. I think that'll probably be a common theme. And that kind of jives with like, hey, you should probably go wash up a little bit and go to bed, buddy. You had a long day. Did we kill at least 20 or 30 zombies? We did. We killed 31 on our first day. So not even a full day, technically. So that's pretty good. If I'm at least getting 20 to 30 kills, I feel like that's about where it should be. More than that, and you just battle muscle strain, you battle. Now the muscle strain is actually pretty good. I think I'm going to keep that where it is for now. The fatigue, I think I might want to put back to default, the fatigue recovery. Let's wash here. Let's test this too. I'm going to turn on this light switch. Ooh, bandage, that's a good thing to have. Turn on the light switch and wash up. It's possible some zombies heard that, and I'm gonna have to go fight them real quick here. So let me fill and drink. Here's another thing I like to do on these cow's milk cartons. See how it's a 1 liter carton? One thing you can do is drink half of it. It's a pretty sweet little trick here, guys. This is actually really, really good. So now I've got 500 milliliters in there. Watch this though. If I fill it, what I wanted to say is cow's milk and water. It does not say cow's milk and water. It says water and cow's milk. So I know sometimes Sometimes this works right away, sometimes it doesn't. But watch this now. If I drink a quarter of it and fill it again, now what does it say? Cow's milk and water. Now what's going to happen? We've got a TV show on. Let me turn on some more lights. Now what's going to happen with that is it's going to auto drink. So I don't even need it'll auto drink this because it's more water than milk, and you can see that here. As long as you have more water than any other liquid, pretty sure any other liquid that you're able to put in there, which I don't know. I think you can even mix gasoline or bleach or whatever. Not that I'm telling you guys that, but it's not the kind of way I play. But you can pretty much mix any liquid, as far as I know, with water. If you have more water, it'll auto drink it. So anyway, as always, use that knowledge to whatever you will, I suppose. But did he ever wash? I don't think he ever washed himself. Okay, apparently I didn't finish washing myself or never started. Trying to get him to bed because he's drowsy, miserable, and at breaking point, so he needs to sleep. I wonder if that will impact. Does that impact some of that too? Probably not, because that's typically how I roll anyway. He's pretty much always got these two. The drowsy is a new one. Yeah, I'm trying to learn how to deal with the drowsy. So in theory here, if he's in bed by 1 a.m., he should be waking up by 9 a.m., right? Before I wasn't able to get him to sleep more than 3 or 4 hours, and then he'd wake up and he was still tired, and I can't be dealing with that. Like that ain't me, and that ain't supposed to be my character. When I sleep in real life, I sleep like a rock. So he did go, see that I washed, and he just went down to sad. So he's only sad. He's not on the brink of tears now. CD player. So I'm gonna just try to put him to sleep here, guys. There's no pillow, but this should now go till maybe 8 or 9 a.m. or at least 7 a.m. to get him a full night's sleep, right? Oh, TV. Shoot. Oh, dang it. I missed the TV show. I should have like set an alarm for 6 a.m. See, I kind of like that about this is you need to go to sleep, and maybe you should set an alarm for 6 a.m. to watch your TV show. I don't know. Seems right to me. Maybe not an alarm, but try to get to bed earlier. You need to get Barry. Listen, Barry, you need to get to bed earlier. These late nights, these 1 a.m. So this is 6:30 a.m. That's about right. He's at least he's not tired immediately in the morning. He did go back to being weepy, but that tracks. That tracks. Wake up crying. That tracks. Well, I was only sad when I went to bed, but then I woke up and I was crying. I was very sad. Sounds about right for human life. Okay, this feels good. This feels good. Let's tell you what. Let's do one more thing here before I'm kind of trying to test this. So where are we at here? It's 6:40 a.m. So he's now sprinting. He is at a full sprint down this road. He's going to sprint about a block, and that's about right. He's getting tired. Let's keep sprinting. And now he's warm. That's about right. See, he's been sprinting for basically 5 to 10 minutes. So now he can't sprint anymore after 10 minutes, let's say. I am no longer able to sprint, just kind of jog. You know, that's about right. But now let's test this. Now, how quickly, when he's at high exertion, he immediately recovers when I sit down. And then he's, okay, that's a little too fast, right? So I need to change that back to default. He's recovering a little too quickly. He will, and see now it wasn't even like, that wasn't even probably 10, wasn't even 10 minutes, maybe 5 minutes, and he's fully recovered after sprinting 2 blocks. I want to say that's a little easy. Let's do it again. That's a little easy on me. Well, let's kill some zombies. I gotta kill these guys. So let's rest again, and now he's probably gonna instantly recover. Yeah, okay. So that's a little too quick. We can change that back. I put the fatigue recovery on slow, or fast, I mean. Right? Am I thinking of that right? We'll go back and check real quick and get the settings right. But that's just a little fast, I feel like. See, this feels about right. I can kill zombies, but it's a little bit of a challenge right now. And he instantly recovers each time. So that's a little too fast to me. So I think I'm going to change that recovery back so that he got to rest a little bit. I know I was struggling with that part before, but part of it was the drowsiness. Part of it was not using a long blunt weapon more. Um, and once those things start to compound on each other, and the other one was he was getting tired quickly. So what's more reasonable, that he tires quickly or that he recovers very quickly? I think it makes sense that he would tire quickly, but the recovery should take a little longer than what I'm seeing right now. So yeah. I think that's where I'm at. I just really just that one setting. Is there anything else I can test? You know what? Since we're gonna reset this anyway, let me just mess around with this car a little bit. I'm liking everything else I'm seeing here. Now I'm assuming, let me just make sure these cars are working well. Hopefully I can find a key for this one. Ooh, I got error 49 there. I don't know what that is. Some duct tape that could come in handy later. Okay, no key. I don't see a key for that one. I haven't fully searched the house or these barns for keys. So you want to look for key rings and vehicle keys when you're doing this, not just the vehicle key. Okay, well, what else can we do to test here before we... I don't have animals. We could go over to the animals. You know what? There were animals over here, so let's go try to test those. Make sure... I hadn't actually double checked this, so this is a good idea. Let's go double check that the bulls are correct. And there was didn't I see a Holstein bull and a Holstein cow over here? That's a wild animal I just heard there. Okay, so now he's getting a little warm, which tracks. It's 55 degrees, but he was running. He's only wearing a long sleeve shirt on, and then, well, yeah, pretty much just a long sleeve shirt on top. Ooh, this guy's got a backpack. Need that small backpack. I'm gonna cut through because there's a lot of them, and then just kill the ones that follow me. We're gonna go this way. What is this backpack? Is that a Spiffo backpack? Guys, I got a Spiffo backpack. I have never even seen this one. Hold on, I've never even seen this one. Is this new? Did they just drop in a Spiffo backpack? I gotta get a screenshot of this. I think that's as far as you're able to zoom in. And get one from the side a little bit. We're just taking screenshots here. We got a Spiffo backpack. Spiffo, if you don't know, is the official mascot of Zomboid. So now he's tired. Let's see how the fatigue recovery works here when I'm fighting. In theory, dude should be able to take down like 2 or 3 of these guys and not be so tired that he's just dying. So you can see he gets tired, but let's put these shoes on. Shoes should be better than sneakers in general, I believe, depending on what we're talking about. I've got a backpack. I have a Spiffo. This is the first time I've ever had a Spiffo backpack. I want to put stuff in it. Okay, so now he needs to rest. Now, does he instantly recover again? Well, he was a little more tired this time. So, all right. Well, actually, I don't know. Is that about right? Should I put that back to default, or am I just gonna screw myself over again with that? Some of what you end up with when you do these random zombies is often you'll kill the faster ones first, and what you get kind of left with after a bit is he really just sits down for a minute and he's fine. Which still trying to decide how I feel about that. And he's 6 fitness right now, which should be to me that means slightly above average, right? Like for your average person of his, for your average adult human being, I guess, he is slightly above average fitness. So he's gonna tire, but he should recover fairly quickly. I just feel like it's maybe slightly too quick right now. I do really like this Spiffo backpack, guys. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I pretty much never run mods, and I've never seen this Spiffo backpack. Is this brand new? I don't even know. It's beautiful, whatever it is. It sure as hell beats those generic red and blue ones that I always, or yellow or red, yellow, blue ones. So like one of them's got like a lightning bolt on it. I mean, those are fine. It's a cool design, but after a while, you realize those are just the base ones that everyone has or whatever. And they start in multiplayer. It's like if you see someone with that backpack, it's like, oh, you must have just spawned in. did you just did you just start today? You must have just dropped into Rosewood with that backpack. Everyone's rolling around with military backpacks on like day 2, typically. Often, it's that's really no joke. On a lot of multiplayer servers, depending on the settings and the style, people will just bum rush the military checkpoints and some of the high level stuff like Guns Unlimited and the any gun shop. Um, so what was I doing here? Oh, animals. It doesn't hurt to get these guys away a little bit. So as you can see, he's pretty solid. Let me run a little bit here to tire him out. So he can run a little bit, he can dance. My dude, so you should be able to dance for a couple minutes without getting tired, right? Sprinting is another story, maybe. So he's not really getting tired. He's pretty solid. This is about where I'd be like, all right, he should probably be getting kind of tired now. Let me run a little bit more with him. It's almost like there's a little too much of a gap there between default, basically between default and hard settings, or like. So he's tired now. Now I'm almost like, well, now he's not getting tired fast enough. So I'm trying to find the right balance. I think I might change one of them. Question is it the recovery or I think it's the recovery. Like here, this was quite a bit. Right there, he ran, he danced. I killed some zombies. I think I killed them. Okay. You know what? That felt pretty good. He should be pretty fucking tired right now. So I think, but now watch this. Now, how long should it take him to recover from that? Well, it just hit 9:20. He was very, very tired. He instantly goes to just being out of breath. He does have the muscle strain. I'd say he'd probably need a good 5 to 10 minutes there to fully recover from all that. The muscle strain should still be there. Okay, that all feels about right. If anything, I think he recovers too quickly. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's it. The only thing I'm going to change is I'm going to go back to default on the fatigue recovery. Everything else feels about right. He should have been tired right there. He danced, he jogged, he sprinted for just a few seconds. He killed what? I don't know how many I killed there, but I believe it was more than three in that little round. So that I like that. I like that thought. Back to default. Anytime I can get really, really close to what I'm going for, and I can go back to default settings on something, I think that's what I should do. So, because I'm trying, I think for the most part, they have it about right here somewhere. For me, I just need to find, do we have bulls here? Let me look. Where's the zone? So little tips here, you can check the zone and see it. So they're all running out of the zone because there's animals in their zone. This is, let's just check them all here. Let's just check these because these were glitched on the last update. It says cow, female, adult, healthy. Ah, shit. That's not even a bull, is it? Is this a bull? Oh, shit. So my running just, I don't think these are bulls. Are these all cows? I gotta help these guys out. They're panicking and running around because of the zombies. So this is all feeling really good. I think my settings are damn near perfect for what I'm trying to do here. Let me just double check some of these animals. I don't think so. These are all females. Fairly certain there's a bull out here. I think it was a Holstein bull, the white and black ones. This all feels about right. It should take. He's not good with his weapon right now, so it should take him quite a few shots to kill these guys. Sometimes he's level 2 long blunt right now, so shit. Eventually, I'll be able to one shot him with a bad weapon. Do you know what I mean? So I don't want to push that too much. Early, it should be taken. Now here is one bull. I just need to make sure he's not agitated or even really stressed in order to approach him real close. So he's calm. So we should be fine. Now, this was the glitch. It would say bull female. It now says bull male. He's well fed, not thirsty, and calm. So I should be able to walk up to bro, give him a little pet, and everything is solid. And I'm getting my animal care points. Beautiful. So that looks good, guys. Happy to report. It says the bulls are now males. I also have a Holstein female adult cow. Yep, not pregnant, but wasn't there a black one with a calf? Or was that on a different run? I saw a black one, a black cow with a calf earlier. I got to cut out maybe within the next 15-20 minutes here. I just wanted to double check these guys. I want to see if I can find that calf to make sure the calves and cows are all good. It can be hard. Oh, there they are. There they are. It can be a bit hard to find them. So I think, because I do want to change that setting, I really don't want to make it too easy on myself. Essentially, I want to make this as hard as possible while still staying true to reality, staying reasonably true to default settings. The only time I change default settings is when I feel like it doesn't jive with reality or just kind of the specific farming playthrough I'm trying to do. And I'm not trying to just make it, hey, here, I'm going to do anything it takes to make farming work. I mean, to a degree, yes, but really I want this to be overall something anyone could kind of like, hey, I want to do like these are good settings for anyone doing some who wants to live on a farm or agriculture or wants to have that option open for people on a server. So you can see calf, Angus, male, juvenile, healthy, well fed, not thirsty, calm. Very good. We're gonna pet the calf. Just making sure all this stuff works. This should be giving me animal care points, and I have 10. That tracks. I mean, let's try. How much do I get for petting? Uh, no jokes about heavy petting. Not what we're talking about here. So where was it again? Animal care. So what did I get? 4.5 or what was the other thing? Well, was foraging was leveling up pretty quickly. Where am I at with that? I mean, he got to level 2 foraging on his first day by not doing much foraging at all. Let me try that again. He's at 68 right now. Let me just look at this. Oh, he only got a half a point for that. Where did I get all those foraging points before? Maybe it's fine because some of that might be like a first discovery kind of thing. Because he only got a half a point for that. Let's keep a close eye on the foraging real quick. I wanted to dial this into. So he's at 68.82 experience points in foraging. I really don't have a lot of time left here in this stream. I'll be back later. So there he got 36 points. It takes 300 to get to level 3. And now keep in mind too that I could be to like level 4 just by watching books or watching videos and reading books. So in theory, I could be at like level 5 foraging right now just by having read like 2 books, watched a video, let's say 2 books, 2 videos or TV shows, and then maybe foraging for 10 minutes. I could be at level 4, no problem. Which to me is like, I don't know how you want to consider that. Is 5 like an average human forager? Or is 5 like a journeyman forager? You know what I mean? Like is level 5. I feel like level 0 electrical is what an average human would come in at if you're not an electrician, or if you're if you're kind of a dumb human. You start at level 0 electrical, right? I feel like they should give us level 1 on some of this. Because like all this, I feel like you're like the dumbest human possible at electricity. You know what I mean? It's hard to kind of drive some of this, but or it's hard to whatever I'm trying to say. Hard to parse it out. What is my weapon here? It's a broken large handle. Let's roll with that for a minute. I prefer not starting with a baseball bat because I feel like, at least in a playthrough like this, on most multiplayer servers will give you a baseball bat and a backpack to start out with. I feel like for this run, I need to make some things harder, so one of the things I choose to do is no backpack, no starter kit. This dude did not have any time to prepare. He was sort of whatever was happening here. Come on, fall down, crotch shot. Some guys I some guys I stop on the crotch intentionally. It's like if you don't go, come on, man. All right, 2 stomps and he was dead. Not tired yet. So you need to be able to fight off 3 or 4 of them, even without a weapon, to survive in this game. You need to be able to do it. And you can see there he didn't get tired there. So I want to adjust some of the fatigue settings. I think it's just going to be one of them back to default because I was struggling with all of that earlier pretty hard. Where like I could not survive because he was getting so tired and wouldn't recover, and then he would get sleepy, and the whole thing would just compound itself, and to the point that my bro couldn't move. Yeah, it was the whole thing. Let's try to get some weight off. I need to cook these acorns. At this point, I'm gonna drop some of this stuff in a minute back at the house. Back to tree branch. Let's see how tree branch works. Because tree branch should be a weak weapon, and that was pretty weak. But yeah, I'd say you hit a zombie in the face with a tree branch 4 times with one hand. Yeah, he should probably die. Even if you're only even if you're only 5 strength and level 0 short one, right? Yeah, and I'm not leveling up very quickly on that. So I think that's all fine. That's fairly difficult. Although I feel like level 1 should be real easy to achieve generally. I feel like it shouldn't take real long to get to level 1 on like short blunt. But I've been using a lot of long blunts on this one. I haven't been using much short blunt, so I think we're okay there. I I'm leaning towards trying to get to like basic default settings with just a few tweaks to make it a little more difficult in some areas to make I'm making it a little easier in some other areas just to facilitate a good farming run. A good run for someone who is on single player mostly. Not that these couldn't be sort of adapted to multiplayer, but you'd have to make some changes, mostly on the loot and the respawn settings, and the zombie respawn, the loot settings, all that would have to change. But other stuff should translate to multiplayer fairly well. Um, so I'm gonna probably end stream here shortly. I'm gonna get him back home. Sorry, I'm a little stuffed up this morning. I'm gonna try to get him back home and get him to a safe place. I felt about right. Let's read this Knox News just for the hell of it. Can I not read it? Why can't I read Knox News? Let's kill another one. Gonna need to find another decent weapon here. Let's kill another one. I'll look for tree branches on the way back and just drop this one. So I think it just broke. So we're gonna give him the broken branch. I'm gonna grab this tree branch. And I'm going to attempt to grab another one. One thing I still don't like on my controller setup is that when I hit run, it changes my inventory, and I can't really change that. I mean, I suppose I could, but it's going to screw up this, because normally it's fine. It's fine. I could just remove that, because I don't actually do that often, but we will see. Just picking up. So technically, I have three decent weapons right now. I have an equipped tree branch. I have a tree branch on my back. I also have this claw hammer that I wear on my belt. That's a standard with my guy. Pretty much always I'm going to have a claw hammer on the left uh, slot on my belt. This guy's too close to the house. I don't want him following me. That all tracks. He's tired and he's peckish and out of breath now, so let me get him some food. Hmm. Gonna need to. I might want to just go cook these acorns real quick. And let's get just a tiny bit more foraging in real quick. Berries. Marigold 7 point. Okay, so that's about right. So he's still only up to. He's 2.5 foraging. It's kind of the. He's been here a little over 24 hours and he's not quite level 3. I think that's okay. I don't want to mess with things too much. I mean, you could get really nitpicky and start dialing things down to like to like 1.9 instead of 2 kind of style, but I'm not trying to mess with, trying to keep it simple. Trying to keep it somewhat simple here. I don't want anything to be like OP. Okay, he didn't. Yeah, I need to eat. So I'm gonna go cook those acorns and then run them upstairs. I will be doing a longer stream this evening or afternoon. Did I have? I don't know if I had backup glasses yet. I'm gonna do a longer stream later. I wanted to get these settings dialed in so that when I do my longer stream, I'm there. I'm pretty much there right now. What am I trying to do? Disable. I'm pretty much there right now. I just want to make sure I've got this right before I really dive in deep on this one. And I don't want it to be too easy. Check out my Spiffo backpack. Hey, are these brand new? Someone was just here. Damn it. Uh, if anyone's watching this, even later on the video, let me know. I feel like these are brand new Spiffo backpacks. I've never seen one. So call me a fool if you will, but I don't recall. I know I've never worn one of these backpacks, and I don't have any mods on. Sometimes I've seen weird backpacks, weird clothing and stuff, but a lot of that was on multiplayer servers. This is not a modded multiplayer server at all. I'm running zero mods, pretty much just about straight vanilla. I'm running. Um, Straight vanilla default. I mean, it is straight vanilla in terms of mods. So I'm gonna wash up a little bit. My guy does have fear of blood, and that's what causes some of this, or makes it worse. I'm gonna at least wash that and my containers now that I have a backpack. Let's wash this Spiffo backpack. So this feels about right. I was able to get here with a medium to mild struggle. I had to kill 70 some zombies in my first day, 60, 70 zombies in the first day to get here basically where I have a house, I have water, I have a bed I can sleep in, and with sleep on, that's kind of important to be able to get to a house. I prefer it to be the house I'm going to stay in. He needs to eat, so I need to cook. So far, everything seems pretty sweet. Let's put these chips in here. Let's cook the acorns. You gotta cook your acorns, people. You gotta cook these acorns, or they're gonna make you sad. I realized that after a while, they cook really fast. That's one thing. So let's keep an eye on them. I also break it out like this when I do this because sometimes you'll have some that will cook faster. It's more important on meat, but meat and eggs. Acorns aren't going to ever kill you, but they'll make you really sad. You can see the unhappiness on well, whatever. Are those cooked now? Yeah, okay. You can see the unhappiness is pretty high, but it changes if you cook them. See, now it's, well, this one's stale. Let's eat. It doesn't hurt me if they're burning hot, does it? I think you can eat them when they're burning hot. It'd be funny if they put something in here where you burn the roof of your mouth or burn your tongue or whatever. Okay, so he's just hopeless in that breaking point. We can simply try to find something to read. Oh, here's the vehicle key, guys. Oh, and here's a pillow, two pillows. That's good. Here's the vehicle key, thank God, so I can get into that Masterson Horizon. I didn't see that before. These don't do anything for boredom, do they? I can read Inquire. I can make magazine limb armor? I thought you needed a recipe for that. That's actually pretty good limb armor, early game. You don't want to get it wet, but so reading speed, yeah, it takes him a minute to read, but I can also fast forward that if I want to. So, I'm gonna do that. I didn't realize I could do that. Oh, because I have duct tape. Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's put on some magazine limb armor. One thing on here, I do have blood and saliva both on, so you can get infected just from scratches, from cuts, from I'm pretty sure scratches still. Magazine limb armor. Where on right forearm? No, no, no. Where on left forearm? I'm gonna wear magazine limb armor on left forearm. That's actually pretty good. You can see left forearm now is 80/90. Right forearm is 0. I'm debating whether I should put it on the left or the right. My right arm is my attack arm, so I feel like it might slow me down my attack speed, right? Am I wrong there? I could also read this book while I'm standing here. Does it slow down your attack speed? It does give discomfort. Combat speed modifier. So we're gonna try this on the left forearm, and it gives me real good protection on my left forearm. I also have leather gloves. Can't remember if I found a leather coat or not. What do I have? Oh, I have berries on me. Unknown berry. These could be poisonous. Oh, these are blackberries. Hold on, these should not be poisonous. I see the hunger is very low. Is that just because they're very small? Let me eat a very small. This says blackberry. I've never seen a blackberry to be poisonous. And let me just say, I really hope it's not because one thing I like to, one thing I've always liked about this is, yeah, it's a blackberry. It says blackberry. Blackberries aren't poisonous berries. Like, can we get that to jive with reality? Okay, that didn't poison me. Let's eat the whole thing. Let's test this. I really want, when it says blackberry, I want that to never be poisonous. Because blackberries are not poisonous in reality. So, okay, I want to be able to trust. I don't trust like that. I want to trust like this. I'm going to keep eating these berries. Because we'll probably start a new playthrough here, so I'm going to test these berries. I really want blackberry to be non-poisonous always. I eat them all. I'ma eat them all till I can't eat no more. Well, it's past 7, so I gotta get going. I got a real life scenario to deal with, so I like that. I like that. So blackberries, non-poisonous. Why am I carrying a doll? Oh, that was in the backpack. Let me just tidy up some last minute things here. Doll. Anything else I don't need on me is going in here. Comic book can go over there. Duct tape, I'm gonna put in here for now. Stale marigold, I'm gonna eat. Marigold seeds, I'm just putting everything in here for right now because it doesn't matter. Just want to get this weight off of me in case I do come back and find myself in a predicament. Sneakers I don't need, so none of this I needed. Luckily, my guy was doing fine on carry weight there. Hammer. So I'm gonna put the books over here. Animal care, comic book. Uh, why did he? Oh, so you can't. So I should be wearing that on the left because you can't equip a digital watch while you're wearing the magazine limb armor. So last thing here. The flashlight can go in here. There, we're now at real good carry weight. Did I have one more empty plastic bottle? No, it's fine. It's fine. So last thing we're gonna do here is, oops, die on the stairs. No, we're gonna put these two pillows down. I don't actually know how these pillows work. People say that the pillow helps you sleep better. I'm gonna emphasize having a good pillow because I did see that he had. I slept in a field a couple times. I tried to sleep in a field when I had Restless Sleeper active, and he kept waking up with neck pain. But he also had Restless Sleeper, so I don't know. You know what? Let's try a little catnap here. It's 3 p.m. Let's see what happens if he just sleeps at 3 p.m. He wasn't drowsy or tired. In theory, he should only sleep for like an hour or two. He just coughed. So he slept about 4 hours there. All right, whatever. I'm just gonna have him sit. We're gonna peace out. Again, I can't recall if I said this once yet, but please do like and subscribe if you like the video. I'll be back for more of this kind of stuff. I like to do deep dives and go into the settings sometimes. But once I get my settings right, I'll be rolling just with playthroughs and not dealing with all these settings so much. But I do like to do that, especially when they do an update and we have new settings, new controller settings, configurations, all that. They made actually a lot of little changes here. So we're still experimenting with that and trying to get our settings right. The one thing I want to change and then restart here is I think I'm going to go in and dial back the fatigue recovery. Everything else seemed pretty good. What is it? Well, we're actually a day and a half in now. He's been alive. Oh shit! I just heard one. They probably heard me cough, so give me 1 second here. There he is. Ah, damn it! This is what sucks about them breaking my damn windows is they'll just kind of sneak in on you. So we're gonna call it a stream here in a minute. I do appreciate the support. Much love to Zomboid fam. I just want to make sure we're clear here real quick. And then I'm going to go do real life money making adventures as opposed to video game life non money making adventures, which is what we're doing now. So, okay. Yeah, I will see you guys later. I'm going to try to get back on this afternoon, but I don't know. It might be evening. We'll see. I do want to do a little bit of a longer stream where I have the settings finally dialed in correct. I do want to make just one or two other minor changes. So thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. Enjoy build 42.19.